Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm all about teaching you everything I can think of about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find in the listing. And today I named my video Maui Babe Browning Lotion. You might be wondering, why would I do that? Why would I have a video that? Real simple. I'm all about shouting out local businesses here on the beautiful island of Maui that are great, that are epic. So hit me in the comments if you've ever used Maui Babe Browning Lotion. I got some on right now, actually. Can you see the shimmer and the shine? Yes, sir. And of course, we have what makes you brown, right? Tan. There's that Maui sun. So I'm getting a new perspective on things today, I will tell you, I'll be honest with you, because my family, they're all in Minnesota, right? So they all went on vacation. I stayed behind because someone's got to work, right? But like, it's late there. I know the time difference, don't get me wrong, but it's late. It's 10, 11 o'clock. They're all getting tired. So I figured it out. I figured out why you guys like the Maui Fix, because what else are you going to do at 10, 11 o'clock at night, you know? See what's going on Maui. So I'm kind of starting to get it right now. It's like the night is young here, man. We're just getting started. So, but I wanted to show you around here a little bit. Check this out. Check this out. Look at, where am I at right now, by the way, guys? I'm in Puamana area. Puamana Beach Park, but look at the beach erosion right here. So there's lots of stuff I want to show you guys on this particular little live, besides obviously the epic unfolding beauty of a Maui sunset. But take a look at this. Can you believe it? Look at the erosion. Now this park is closed at the moment. I mean, look at this chunk of earth. Like, hello. That's crazy. It's been a long time since I've been down here because this beach park has been closed for a while. Doing some kind of reconstruction, but man, I didn't realize how much erosion we have been experiencing here. So without so many things I want to talk about, I want to make sure I don't forget. So we just did a little shout out the other night. If you missed it, my last live, I talked about a family that I helped through the Maui County Housing to get into a shelter over here, and I mentioned starting a GoFundMe, and I did. And I used an old GoFundMe that I had for homeless people. We had already given away all that money, but I reactivated that one because I wanted to just be quick, and it's a pain in the butt to set those things up. So anyway, I got it set up. But I think almost $1,000 have come in already for that family. So that is like, yes, thank you guys for doing that. I will put a link in the description of this video after it publishes so that you can, if you want to give to that family. As a matter of fact, they are now living just right over here. Can't see it from here, but it's very, very close. I was going to go by there. I just went by there, actually. That's why I'm down here. I went by there to see if they wanted to be on the live so we could meet them and maybe help raise some money for them, but they weren't home, so probably working, right, like everybody is on this island, so 2 or 3 jobs. But anyway, just to give you a sense of where I'm at, I'm right here at Puamana. Look at the West Maui's, just towering, 5,000 feet of gorgeous beauty in the background there. And it's just, as I was driving down here, I was just looking at the West Maui's, just thinking to myself, definitely one of the things that makes the west side the best side is because these are just such dramatic just structures, like beautiful geological structures right here on the west side of Maui. Yeah, I get a Kihei and Wailea. They've got the Haleakala, and that's cool. But the ways, man, they just look like, wow. Are you kidding me? So beautiful. So anyway, what we're going to do right now actually is we're going to walk on this little beach walk up to Puamana. I did a video there a few months ago, and I think I was watching too much surfing and not enough showing you guys the neighborhood. So I thought we'd take a quick little walk through Puamana. That'd be kind of cool. Also wanted to show you guys this little rock right here, big rock. This, I was told by some locals that live here, that the rocks that are shaped like this right by the ocean, do you know what they were used for? I'm not saying this is one of them, but it's similar to this, is a birthing rock. So I guess the women, the Hawaiian women, used to come down to the ocean to give birth to their babies, and they would sit on a rock that was large and flat right by the edge of the ocean. So I don't know if that, if that one's big enough or whatever, but anyway, just thought I'd kind of point that out, a little interesting factoid. But yeah, it's been a beautiful long work day. It's been a Monday. It's been a good Monday, can't complain, but it's always nice for me just to kind of go hang out with you guys, go for a walk on the beach. This is what I normally would do. I did actually go check waves. That's the first most important priority, all right? You got to go check waves. I determined they weren't quite big enough, and so the YouTube live took precedence, took dominance over it. I got to make that selection. Am I going to go for a surf? Is it big enough, or is it not quite big enough? Like, look at these folks. See, they're they're venturing out. And there was a few guys that were out, you know, doing their thing, but it just wasn't quite quality enough surf for me to forego bringing you guys a little bit of that right there. And also, I wanted to revisit Puamana. That day we got blacked out, if you remember, and folks kind of said, hey man, go back and shoot Puamana again, and I honestly just kind of spaced it. So we're gonna go for a quick little walk. I've got the 1 mil with me, but I just don't have it on this beach walk. So we're just gonna walk through Puamana, if that's okay with you guys, and just check it out. If you're not familiar with Puamana, obviously this right here is the beach park, right? That's been closed. You can see all the fencing over there, so you can't come in, you can't park. But this is definitely one of my favorite little beach parks. I used to live on Front Street, and we'd come down here all the time at Christmas and surf waves at Christmas. And there was a homeless guy that always lived here, and we'd kind of talk to him and, you know, maybe hook him up with whatever we could. And this is a nice little surf break right here, just a nice little short left or right. And then of course the better surf break is down here in Puamana, which is known as Hot Sands. Not where these people are going out, but a little bit further down is Hot Sands, and then past that is surf break known as Pools. So those are two very treasured surf breaks that typically are only used by people that are staying at Puamana, because Puamana has got the parking Nazi police, so you really can't get in there without a gate code. And if you sneak in, then they kind of, you know, they're very heavy on patrolling the parking lot. So it's kind of, if you live here, it's kind of nice because you kind of get these two surf breaks sort of all to yourself, because it's really hard for the general public to get there because it's a long paddle, right? With a paddleboard, I'll sometimes do it, but even with a paddleboard, it's like, no need. So here we are. Right now we're at Puamana. You can see these beautiful oceanfront hales right here. That's what I'm talking about now. Beautiful. And you can always see what's on the market if you're curious. Of course, I'm a practicing realtor here on the beautiful island. I've got websites set up for all the condos. This one is puamanaforsale.com. Pretty easy to remember, right? So any condo, forsale.com. I don't have them all yet, but I got a lot of them. But definitely check out puamanaforsale.com if you're curious. They're not cheap. I think they start at about $1 million for a garden view. And then you get up into these oceanfront units. They can be, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6. But just a nice spot, because you have obviously this huge grassy knoll right in front, and they're large units, townhome style. You do share walls, but you basically usually have your own stack. So 1 story, 2 story, 3 story. One of the oldest complexes, I think it sits on 40 acres if I remember correctly. And when you go to puamanaforsale.com, you will find all of the recent sales as well. So here we go. This is what all of you should be doing next time you come to Maui. Even if you don't know what you're doing, just get out there and, you know, flail a little bit. It's okay. That's how it all starts. I started right here with my surfing career, and let me tell you, I was horrendous. I was just, what's the word they always say? I was a kook. I was a definite kook, man. That's the surf term for someone that really doesn't know what they're doing. You're a kook. I mean, you could know what you're doing and still be a kook, don't get me wrong. But, and if you don't know what you're doing out there and you're having some trouble, then they say you're floundering. You're floundering. Dude is floundering, bro. Anyway, a little surfology, terminology for you guys. But isn't this just a beautiful little walk? I mean, right here, Puamana, perfection. I'll just go up one level just to kind of show you the grounds here a little bit. All you see is surfboards, lawn chairs, half-empty blenders, people frolicking. Definitely one of my favorite places on the island. I tried to live here. When I first moved here, my buddy Jake, he scored a unit here long term. And I was so jealous. So then I proceeded to email every single owner like the next month trying to get a long-term unit in here, and they all scoffed at me. They're like, yeah, right, dude. So I had a little Puamana envy for a while. But the good news, I was able to come down and hang out in his unit. But yeah, he scored an oceanfront unit here, like 3-bedroom for like $4,000 a month. Yeah, those days are long gone, trust me. But we're gonna go all, I mean, can you believe? Some people ask me, hey, is there ever sand? Because sometimes this is all rocks, like literally this would be all rocks. But now you can see, prove me wrong, or prove me right. Now you've got nothing but sand. Isn't that crazy? So that's the way Maui works, man. Sometimes the sand is here, sometimes the sand is gone, sometimes it's rocks, sometimes it's, you know, just slamming up against the sea wall. The ocean is very mysterious sometimes, hard to explain. But the cool thing is that this is a sandy beach property most of the time. So if you just joined the live, welcome. Thanks for coming, I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. My name's Eric West, HawaiiRealEstate.org. And guys, hey, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Take care of a brother. I know you got my back. It won't even cost you a calorie. Hit that little notification bell, as they say. That way every time I go live and you're just in a pickle, you got like the mainland doldrums, you're just like, this place is driving me crazy. The traffic, the rain, the thunderstorm, the whatever, you name it. Because what you're seeing right here, people, is literally year-round, okay? This does not change. The weather here is perfect, basically all of the time. It varies not. Slight variation, okay? We slide somewhere between like 77 and 85 on your hottest days in the summer. High 80s, low 90s. But I lived in Lahaina when I first moved here, and you know, I got like PTSD if I went to the side and I saw a cloud. I was like, oh my gosh, there's clouds over Costco. I'm psychologically damaged. You get spoiled in Lahaina, man. If you like never-ending summer, beautiful blue sky days, no humidity, no bugs, this is your place, man. I'm telling you. Every night is a postcard. You know, when you first move here, you'll be like driving all your social media friends crazy with your sunset pictures. And then eventually you'll have mercy on them and stop. I took it to the next level and made a YouTube channel about it. But I mean, how many sunsets can you really go to? And the answer is not enough. It's never enough. Okay, so wait a second. Am I getting trapped? No, we're good. So we're gonna walk over to the infamous Puamana pool here in a moment. I hope you're enjoying the sound of... Let's just take a moment, shall we? I don't know about you guys, but that is really nice. That's a good one. I'm starting to feel the Maui magical molecules. Oh, we got some photo shoot going on. Check it out. Hang on. It's always fun watching people on a photo shoot because they really, you know, kind of play it up for the camera a little bit. It's kind of funny. Cute though. There we go. That's a nice shot right there. All right, someone click that one for me and make a screensaver and send me a text. Because to me, guys, this is what the Maui Fix is all about. Of course, bring awareness to those in need. And thank you so much for donating to the GoFundMe. The link will be in the description. For the family that just got into a homeless shelter that we've already raised almost $1,000 for. Thank you so much for your generosity. It's about that. It's about shouting out local businesses like Maui Babe Browning, just trying to keep the love flowing, keep the aloha business vibe going. Everyone's got to pay their bills. It's a great product. If you agree, slap it on next time you go to work and everyone will be like, wow, you look really tan. You'll be like, that's right. That's my Maui Babe. It's a good product, man, I'm telling you. A friend of mine at church, his buddy, check this out, invented it. So I got the whole story. And so my buddy was a, what do you call it? What's it called? A guinea pig. So he's like, hey Bob, my friend maybe like lay on the roof with like half of my body covered in this and another, and so he's trying different formulas. And then he says, yeah, he went off to be extremely successful. Now there's a classic click. Someone click it, quick, click, click. I mean, that's like Never Ending Summer if I ever saw it, right? You guys see that movie? If you haven't seen that movie and you're really withdrawing from Hawaii, that's what I do. When I go to the mainland, the first thing I do is I will play Never Ending Summer the moment I get to the mainland. I'm okay, there. Just watch this. You'll be okay. Just relax. And that's what I do. I'm watching guys like charging waves on the North Shore of Oahu, living it up back in the 70s or 80s or whatever. And yeah, so that's your, I should make a survival guide. Like the Hawaiian, not that I'm Hawaiian, but you know, the Lost Hawaiian survival guide on the mainland. You must watch Never Ending Summer at least once a week. You must mix salt water and spill it over your head once a day. Is it just me or I just cracked myself up? I think I just cracked myself up. What else can we come up with? You have to wear Maui Babe Browning Lotion, right, to work at least once a week. You have to wear a lei to bed. So you're wafting in the flowers of plumeria. That's got to be a plumeria lei, by the way. And you have to have plumeria misting in your home 24/7. And we can do this, guys. You have to have tiki torches in the backyard burning on Saturday night while you make Kahlua pork and drink longboard beer. Okay, this is the survival guide. This is how you can actually make it by not being here. You have to do these things. You have to have a map of Hawaii up in your kitchen reminding you of where you're going eventually. You can just do whatever it is you need to do. Whatever that is, do it. And what else we got? Oh yeah, have a have a screensaver on your computer. Nothing but Hawaii pictures. Watch the live beach cam every day at noon, and the surf cam. Check the surf report every day. And this is a great list. Someone's got to be writing this thing down. Oh, it's so funny. Because this is literally what I would do. Oh yeah, here's another one. I would always wear board shorts. Like when I go back to the mainland in like December, like I'm still wearing board shorts, and I'm purposely walking into stores without my shirt on. Because if you're like, hey, what are you doing? You got your shorts. I say, sorry, man, I'm from Hawaii. Oh, really? You have to wear shirts here? That's so stupid. Wear slippers. Okay, flip-flops if you're still a mainlander. Wear slippers everywhere you go, no matter what the outside temperature is. Actually, I would have people come up to me on the mainland, and they would come up to me like, excuse me, sir, you're not from here, are you? Like, no. I mean, I am, but I'm trying to pretend like I'm not. That's beautiful, huh, guys? All right. Tell me what you thought of my impromptu Hawaii survival guide on the mainland list. And let me know if you plan on implementing any of them, or if you are already implementing some of them. Oh, that's getting pretty, isn't it? Dude, I just stopped here to do a Maui fix on the ocean, and I forgot about going to Puamana, but I think we peaked on the sunset. Now after this, we could get the beautiful afterglow, little Karen Hall, possibly, but I'm not complaining about this orange sky right here, that's for sure. Now you can see these surfers, you can see why I opted out tonight. They are just desperately waiting for anything. But they're wet. I mean, that does count. You get like 90% credit for getting wet. Good job, guys. I will jump in soon, don't you worry. All right. Okay, is this good so far, guys? Are we good? Are we all right? How's the Maui Brown looking? How's the Maui Babe Browning looking, huh? Yeah, it's looking all right. Maui Jim's, Hurley hat's a dirty one, though. Is it Saturday? No, it's Monday. Ooh, feels like a Saturday though, right? Here in Hawaii. No, that's right. I told you it was Monday originally, but I've been sitting here just getting zoned out. It felt like a Saturday all of a sudden, so that's cool. All right, we continue. Got all the sun worshipers out. Check it out. Right on cue. And we'll see if we can just walk the property, get you up to that beautiful, they have this oceanfront pool here that was probably built illegally back in the 50s, but somehow they managed to keep it in play. You couldn't build anything like that today, not even by a long shot, but they still have it here at Puamana, so that's a pretty cool asset. But I'll show you guys what we're talking about here. Yeah, bud, what are you doing?
Good.
All right, we're gonna stay close to that sunset. Got a good scene happening here. All I smell is pina colada mix. Or maybe it's Mai Tai. Coconut sweetness mixed with rum. It's not good for a guy that just quit drinking a few months ago. Whew. It's enough to make the mouth water. It's all right, I'll be okay. Oh man, look at this little beach walk. This is this Puamana lawn walk. If this doesn't make you want to whip out your checkbook, nothing will. Now you can start to see the edge of that pool. Now I am not kidding you. Look at it. Ready? It is in the ocean, literally. Look. There it is. That's the edge of the pool. Can you believe it? So if you've ever seen my video on Puamana or watched the last live, one of my favorite things about this property is the main clubhouse. Reminds me of like the hotel in Eagles, California. I'm ready for like James Dean to come out with a clinking glass with ice in it, gold ring, a microphone, and just start singing. Just has that vibe. Really cool vibe. Very vintage, but nice, you know, like well kept. It's just classic Puamana. There's nothing else like it that I've come across in Hawaii. A lot of people that I've known that live here really like the fact that you can just walk to the ocean with your surfboard and you don't have to deal with driving somewhere, and you have your own little surf break. I notice I'm keeping the sunset in play, but here we go. Now we're on the ground. You'll notice that there's some nice covered parking here, and you can see people have their surfboards and their kayaks like stacked up inside of there. So there's no garages, but you do have some covered parking. I always tell people a garage on Maui and a condo is a white unicorn. Doesn't happen often. Don't expect it. Just be thankful if you get it. So here's that Hotel California clubhouse I was telling you about. And there's this beautiful fountain right here. I think this is about where we black screened last time, which was a bummer because it was such a beautiful shot. And I love this little park bench they have right here. So just imagine, you just come down here. It could be like 2 a.m. Maybe you can't sleep. Maybe you're just having some deep thoughts. You just come, park yourself here in this little park bench. Have a seat. Oh. You got some fountain. You got some, look at that tree. Holy cow. And then you have obviously ocean. It's a nice little setting though, right? And then behind us, we have got pretty much what this whole property is like. It's just these massive, almost like city park areas. Come out here, play frisbee with your kids, you know, whatever. There's tennis courts and the whole nine. There's, I think, 3 pools. Or is it 2? Oh, I'm trying to remember. Maybe it's just 2. Okay, nice big park area. And then here's Hotel California. You ready? And is it because of the arches at the top that I'm getting this vibe? I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite albums as a kid. But can you see it? All right, someone roll the tape right now. Little Don Henley. Living it up at the Hotel Puamana. All right, that doesn't work, but doesn't it? And then inside, it's just like, you know, California back in the 50s. This place reminds me of, man. I feel like I'm going to a party or something. I wish I was going to a party, actually, but I'm not. But look at this, huh? So just imagine, this is where you live, or you're on vacation, come down here, read a book, right? Maybe someone plays the piano. It's just got this really cool vibe. And then there's this cool, how many times have I said cool? There's this really, whoa, that was a step. I'm glad I didn't fall down. This is a really neat little courtyard area. Isn't this nice? With another fountain. It's just got character, right? It's just like something, I don't know, out of a movie. Like you could shoot a movie here, there's no question. And then again, you've got major lawn area, people sucking cocktails. But just look at this. I mean, this is quintessential perfection, isn't it? And now I'll go over and show you the world famous, environmentally friendly, not, pool. Leaching chlorine into the coral system. I'm just kidding. Come on, guys, I'm just a jokester. All my Puamana people are getting all upset with me. I think it's just the coolest pool in all of Hawaii. I really do believe that, actually. Look at it. I mean, you tell me about a better looking pool in a better location anywhere in Hawaii. Come on, let's have a pool battle. Like a paddle battle when you're surfing. Let's have a pool battle. Is there a better pool closer to the ocean in the state? Anywhere? I think the answer is, I don't know. You guys know more than I do sometimes. Most of the time, actually. I learn all my stuff from you guys. All the important factoids, anyway. Like the longest contiguous white sandy beach, I thought was Sugar Beach over from Maui to North Kihei. Learned that's not true. It's the second longest. The longest is actually over in Kauai. But Kauai's got traffic like you would not believe. Matter of fact, I was talking to my agent over there today. He's not my agent. He's like someone that I just refer people to if they're looking for a property over there. Really good guy. But anyway, he said he actually moved to Lihue because the traffic was so bad. He had to be central. He was spending all of his days sitting in traffic, getting back and forth to listings and sellers and buyers and all that. But he says the traffic over there has just gotten, it's always been bad, don't get me wrong. But in case you missed the memo, Hawaii has gotten obnoxiously popular here in the last year and change. You try to name a better state that has, you know, an island in the, well, there isn't, okay. Just doesn't exist. But people ask me, what do you think the real estate market's going to do in Hawaii? I'm like, well, is there another state that's got this? I didn't think so. One of a kind, baby. It's going to be the next Aspen of real estate. You mark my words. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, depends. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for giving to that homeless family. That means a lot. What we're going to do is we're going to let that GoFundMe kind of pile up a little bit. Hopefully, I don't know, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 grand. And then we're going to get a check over to them, shoot a video, and hopefully they'll let me profile them a little bit. So if not, if they want to stay private, I totally respect that as well. But thank you so much. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video if you want to give. That'd be fantastic. If you missed the story, by the way, it's a family of 8. So 2 parents, obviously, and 6 kids. And they've been here for 10 years. They work hard, dishwasher, retail store, 2 jobs each. Kids work at McDonald's. They all work, right? They're not like handout people. They work. And their landlord, I think, raised their rent, gave them the boot. They don't really speak good English, the mom and dad. Don't think they quite understood, like eviction notice and all that stuff. Well, eventually they did get the boot. They thought, oh, it's just like the good old days. Just go down the street and rent another house or whatever within their price range. Doesn't exist, of course. So there's nowhere for them to rent. The market's very tight, prices have doubled. So they ended up sleeping in their truck. They have a small truck. The seats don't recline. It's a two-seater. And that's where mom and dad would sleep, in the Safeway parking lot after a long day of work. And the kids were crashed on various couches throughout the island, mine being one of them. And I just reached out to the Maui County Director of Housing and said, hey, here's the scenario. And she was able to get them help and do a shelter. So a temporary shelter, it's not forever. They now need to go find permanent place. They need to, have a deposit. They can maybe qualify for some state funds. But if we can help them get a deposit, help them pay a couple months rent, whatever we can do, I think it's going to be cool. So thank you guys so much for helping. It just means a lot. It really, really does. So thanks for watching the Maui Fix. I think it's been one of the longer sign-offs in my career, but that's what it's all about. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, or share, or shock, or subscribe. And don't forget, I was going to say, don't forget, I already said like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to give to the, I knew there was something else, the GoFundMe. I'll put the link in the description. I shall return. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I can tell you one thing, it'll be from the most beautiful place on planet Earth. That's right here. Lanai. Just kidding, Maui. Till next time, guys. Eric West out. Thanks again, though. Hey, aloha family in Minnesota. Dylan, Ryan, Colton, Hunter, Lisa. I love you guys. I miss you. Come back soon. Papa will be working, keeping the home fires burning. But you guys have a great time in Minnesota. I love you very much. Eric West out. I'm gonna cry.